How's it going, everybody? This is Rob Novakast back with another video for you guys. And with this one, honestly, this is going to be interesting because to an extent, in the previous, previous video or review, Halloween review, I talked about how, briefly, that I, had never really got a chance to watch some of the Predator films. And sure enough, I forgot, just to give you guys kind of the rundown of how I came across to watch this one. I forgot that I had bought the first Predator film. So, to an extent, watching this, and just kind of having a first impressions of it, it was really awesome. So, anyways, Predator, directed by, I'm looking at IMDb, John McTiernan, written by Jim Thomas and as well as Jim Thomas and John Thomas, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Carl Weathers, Kevin Peter Hall, and many others. For those who don't know what the Predator is, and I guess for the premise of the first movie, a group of soldiers are sent on a bogus rescue mission, and to an extent, upon completing their mission, come across a being that is not from Earth, that is hunting down every single one of the members of the command, or if anything, the group, and catching them one by one as prey. So, to an extent, all in all, this was, not gonna lie, a very intriguing film. It was released in 1987. Rated R, by the way. But to an extent, I want to say it kind of holds up. I watched it on my 4K TV, and it looks amazing. It really does. To a degree, the actors are, I want to say, kind of a lot of them are kind of like the over-the-top manly men, soldier types, which is, interesting to see in this particular movie. You have Arnold Schwarzenegger playing the main lead as the leader of the group or the organization that is, going on this rescue mission. To a degree, it's, how should I put this? I guess if anything, kind of giving a rundown, which, by the way, spoilers. And I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. So, again, we have, the movie starts off with a ship arriving to Earth, catapulting or ejecting something from it, and unleashing the Predator, which, for most of the movie, it's really good to an extent where they don't actually show the monster. We do see the kind of camouflage effect that it is able to utilize, but to an extent, for the most part of the, for the first part of the movie, the majority of the movie, you don't really see what the monster looks like till almost the very end. Now, on top of that, you also have Arnold, as I'm losing track, but to an extent, by the way, vlog. You have Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is taking his men to basically the middle of nowhere in this jungle area, where he is tasked to rescue a cabinet minister. They go through this particular area of the jungle that they had to go to, and to a degree try to face off against the militia that supposedly had the minister. Turns out that the whole thing was bogus, that what was really wanted, or what was really asked of them, or for them to retrieve, was actually this information that the militia had, probably for an invasion. And they take that and go forward with trying to get out of the jungle. also capturing a female part of the militia or female member. So, to a degree, they're able to defeat the militia and go back into the forest or jungle, and one by one they start slowly dying by the predator, which again, and I like that. It's something I should mention too is there are certain characters that are slowly kind of recognizing that there's something up. They don't know what, but to a degree, they know that something's up. They know that someone is, trying to get them, but they can't really pinpoint where it's at till we finally start seeing people dying left and right. We have one guy that unfortunately gets killed, off screen, so to speak. He loses his arm, but he gets killed off screen. After that, we also get a few others. One of the manlier men of the group with his machine gun, or not machine gun, it is his minigun, gets blasted by the shoulder cannon that predators are known for. His friend attempts to track and kill him, but he gets killed off, as well as this agent that was apparently a part of this whole thing as well. And one by one, again, they slowly, or depending on how you feel about it, like they one by one are killed off. Eventually, it ends, when it gets closer to the ending, we have Arnold Schwarzenegger facing off against this thing, and not right off the bat, but he realizes that the predator itself can only see through, I guess, different lightings, or so to speak. So there is one where, at least for the mask, you have the predator seeing them through, I think it was like infrared, where they see their heat signatures. But for the climax, you have Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of like throwing mud all over his body to cool himself down, making it difficult for the alien to get him. And eventually he does defeat it, but I want to say, like, thinking about it, kind of being as a sore loser, decides, hey, you guys stopped my plan from hunting you guys. Oh, I got this little wristwatch where I'm just gonna, press a few buttons and, oh yeah, you're gonna die. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that's basically it. Which, by the way, it's kind of hinted at that apparently the predator can mimic voices. So there's a point where one of the main leads is like laughing maniacally, and he does the same thing when he decides to blow up his or activate his wrist bomb. So there's that. Music itself is, I want to say, close to only for the dramatic moments. Characters thinking about it are entertaining when during the action, but a lot of them just kind of seemed one note for the most part. I guess if anything, kind of because again, it kind of focusing on the manly men, like kind of dynamic for these characters, and that's like the only thing of their characters, unfortunately. So to a degree, it kind of deviates a little bit. So final thoughts, all in all, I like the film. I kind of wish, if this was longer, it'd be interesting to kind of flesh out the, and I know it's a hard thing to do, or a hard thing to ask, because to an extent, yeah, it's a horror film, so you're not going to get a lot of stuff fleshed out. But to an extent, it would have been nice to, see some more character development with the soldiers before they get killed. And going beyond that, the alien, or at least the predator, looks amazing. I really enjoyed the look of the predator. In fact, going further than that, because again, my only experience with the Predator so far has been Alien vs. Predator 1 and 2, and what's it called? I am like drawing a blank. Anywho, final thoughts. I'm just gonna call it for 7 out of 10. This was a good movie. I enjoyed it. Decent characters. Wish we could do more of them. Music was needed when necessary. Character designs for aliens was, amazing. And above all else, a decent film. Holds up. So, if I haven't said it already, 7 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. Alright, so with that though, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you guys can, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below. As well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Rob Novakast signing off. Have a good one. Take care. I'll see you guys next video.